on this because most of my people are confused. Why are we talking about charity at this moment? Please go ahead.
You have to understand that when people lie, one lie breeds another lie, and that lie breeds. So they keep on. The more you lie, the more you try to cover it, and the only way to cover a lie is to make up more lies. So these people, the DOS, opened an account as a public liability company. And we know that we are a non-profit organization. We are a freedom fighting organization. That's why we solicit for donations. But they went and opened a private liability company. Basically, they can use IPOB to take a loan from a bank. They can do whatever they want with the name of IPOB. And they will not be held personally liable. So it's a business. To them, that tells you in their head, what we are doing is a business. It's a money-yielding business. So when they were busted with their crimes, with their LLC, it became obvious to everybody. Everybody saw that these people were criminals and they were committing crime. So what else can they do to try to confuse people? They came up with charity this one. I don't even understand the context where they use it. We're not even a charity organization. We are a non-profit organization. We are a freedom fighting organization. We are not into cooking food and giving to the homeless. We are not, they need to understand the context of charity, what they mean by charity. We are a people that are fighting to survive. We are soliciting funds to help take care of our family members who are being slaughtered back home. We are fighting to survive. They are killing us. The money we are raising is used to take our wounded warriors to the hospital, take care of them, take care of widows, take care of orphans. So what context, what do they mean by a charity organization? IPOB is not a charity organization. We are not into charity. They need to go find the definition of charity. We are a nation that is fighting to survive. We are fighting for our independence. That's what we are doing. We're not fighting. We're not a charity organization. We're not giving arms. We're not giving clothes or used clothes, cooking food for the homeless on the street. That's not what they're doing, what we're doing. So when they lied, they were caught in a lie. We are a non-profit organization. That's how we get our fund. Because that's why we're soliciting for funds, begging, please, this is what we are doing. So we need those funds. And when we get that funds, we have, in America, you have a number that will be given to you by the IRS. With this number, you can now get tax write-offs, tax relief. When you help a non-profit organization, you can now get tax relief. So, but they opened a private liability company. It's a crime to solicit for funds. It's a crime to ask people to donate, because they won't be able to do a write-off. And when they do a write-off, they'll get in trouble. They may even go to jail. So if they're coming up with charity, they come up with this. They come up with a terrorist organization. We don't want to associate with you so that they don't tag you a terrorist organization. They're coming up with one lie upon a lie upon another lie, and they're not going to stop. Because their father, the devil, is the father of all lies, and they cannot stop lying. So, and these people are so dumb. They don't even try to research the information they want to give. They don't even try. All they know is that they lied about this liability company, or private liability company, limited liability company. It's a private it's a private business registered by one person. So now they're coming up with one lie, charity this. So it doesn't make sense, but that tells you they will keep on exposing themselves for everybody to see. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nelly, for that answer. I think that response was very, very clear. We just finished with Rabbi Charles. He gave some specific instructions to Biafrans and some directions, which we are happy to have it at the beginning of the new year 2022, so that our people will know what to do, so that some of them that are confused will not be confused anymore. And one of the things he said, Rabbi Charles said, was that we should stop listening, or we should not believe any lies that come from Radio Biafra until the radio is being recovered from the hands of these people that are confusing people. And then we also heard from Charles Nwankwo as well, who Charles Nwankwo, who mentioned that yes, that this radio needs to be recovered from these people because they are it is no longer serving the purpose. And we know that that is your job. I don't know if you have any comment on this.
So what there are things that are in the works. There are things that we are doing which I would not want to disclose at this time. But when the time comes, our people will find out what we're doing. And our primary objective is to do whatever we are going to do to help have our leader released. Let me tell you, once our leader is released, our freedom is here. Our leader is coming out with our flag. I keep on saying it. People don't understand it. Mazen Kanu has our flag in his hand. It's different from this time. This time, he's actually coming out with that flag. So, and we need that. That place has been defiled. So we need to get ready. Our primary objective right now is to do whatever we can to have him out, because we know that when he comes out, he's coming with that flag. When he comes with that flag, then he's going to mount the flag. He's going to need a platform to make his growth. There are things that are supposed to take place. So we are working towards making sure that our leader comes out. And how do we do that? One of the means is to find a way to communicate with our people at home. So, and we are working on that. And then those things are not what I will disclose at this time. But believe me, we are working. We're doing stuff. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And the other day I just came across the video of our leader's sister. I don't know her name, something Princess Ken, or I don't know. But I saw a video where our leader's sister was talking about you, that some people are now parading themselves as prophetess, that they see vision or whatever, that they God direct them, this and that. I don't know. They were talking about you. I don't know if you happen to hear or see that broadcast. And what is your take on this, Dr. Nelly?
I come mad on Facebook, so I don't see a lot of thoughts. But somebody sent it to me, and then you know how I watch video, I push just to get an idea of what is going on. So basically, I have nothing to say to these people. I have nothing to say to this family. Like I keep on emphasizing, when all the truth is exposed, people will see that this is basically, you know what, they are going to come out to be the worst family in the Idu nation. These people. So it's not my place to expose them. But Chukwu will expose them at his right time. And you can see what is going on. So this battle is of the Lord. We're fighting a spiritual battle. So I don't have any response to them. But there's something I'm going to try to bring our attention to. First of all, we know that these people see Mazen Kanu as nothing but dollar bills, naira bills, and all. They see him. When they see him, they see money. This is family that has made IPOB their source of income, both them and their husbands and wives. Now, that fool came out and, mentioning my name. I hope our people, I just want to remind our people that our leader, Mazen Kanu, was missing for 8 days. Nobody in this family came out to scream, to say we're looking for our brother. No, not even a single person. First day, second day, third day, all of them knew what happened. They never said a word. Then our leader was a rendition to Nigeria. This family still didn't say a word. This family has never said anything about the release of our Mazen Kanu. Guess when that fool came to speak? The one with the puff-puff face. Guess when she came to speak? When their money was cut off. She came to talk about, if Nana is not in that account, then that account is not. If Nana is not in that account, that's what you heard her say. This is somebody that their brother was abducted. Their brother was missing. Their brother was sent to Kenya to be killed. Never said a word until she come and talk about money. If Madam Nanyanya is not in the account. Do you know the second time she came to speak? She called that ignorant fool, Mandela, who said, "Oh, I personally told our leader that Nelly is changing the name of Biafra to Idu." This is the time, this same B, I'm not going to use bad word on your program. This same B, that was the second time she had another program to talk about Nelly changing our name to Idu. This fool never asked, "Oh, so what? So why are you bringing this? So why? So is it going to help my brother in any way?" No, they are not concerned about that. All they are concerned about is to make sure that all the people that are fighting for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they find a way to tarnish their image or talk crap about them. Now and again, she came out after I debuted my album. Now I'm beginning to sing too. So as soon as I released that audio, singing, because Kanunta Kanu has failed, she came out again mentioning my name. Is it not ridiculous that this family has never done anything or made any broadcast, any tangible thing that will lead to the release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? When they come out, they're coming out to talk about money, or they're coming out to gossip about people. Gossip about Nelly, talk about money. Nelly, money, Simon, Nelly, money, Simon. That's all they do talk about. Is it not amazing? Is it not shameful? Is God not exposing these people for who they are? Let me tell you, my brother and sister, this family, they were grossly disappointed. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not die, they were grossly disappointed. Why? Because in their mind, they were already preparing to get condolence money and gift from all over the world. Imagine if they had succeeded, if Kanunta Kanu and his cohort has succeeded in killing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In their head, they already think they succeeded. So imagine when Ethiopia will bring their gift, Kenya will bring, Nairobi, everybody in the world, it's just Africa alone will be bringing their gift to pay condolence. Then imagine all the governors bringing money to pay condolence. Imagine us in IPOB now crying and donating money to help for our leaders this and set up memorial. To them, they were already billionaires in their head. The death of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to them they already concluded that we're billionaires. You know, imagine when everybody in the world, people that love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and that love our nation, was coming to visit them. They were already waiting for the condolence money. They were already waiting for the condolence gifts. This family is pure evil. After Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when the devil came and possessed them, they are all possessed. They are all Luciferians, believe me. When everything, since IPOB kicked off, this family has done nothing except IPOB has been their job. Milking IPOB, we are contributing, we are shedding our blood. And they are busy. Look at Emmanuel Fulani boy. What is his career? What college did he go to? But he's driving the best cars, selling our information to the governors, getting money, stealing our IPOB money. Nobody in this family has a job. IPOB is their job. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is their bank. And after all that, what did they do? Sell him for money. In my culture, they call them Apidi Ogonogo. Apidi Ogonogo. This family has a long throat. They are lazy. You know, all they see, everything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB is a business and a source of income for them. That's why they don't have a job. That's why when their source of income was cut off, they all went crazy. They went berserk. That's why that Pofo face came out for the first time and was talking about it's not in that account. Now they are talking about Nelly is changing IPO Biafra to Idu. Just imagine how evil. It's so shameful. When things start opening up about this family, you will know, every one of us will know that God, Jehovah Chukwuekike Abiyama, is the one that gave us our freedom. Because everything was designed to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not succeed. We will respect this man for the achievements so far when you consider what he has to go through. When the secret of what is going on, when God opens up to show us about this family, we will do nothing but worship God, because now we will understand that God himself is the one that gave us this freedom. Because everything has worked against us and worked against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. This family, I'm going to affirm it, is the worst. They will turn out to be the worst family in history. They said, oh, you sue them, sue Nelly. I wish they can sue me. That's what I'm waiting for. I am waiting for that lawsuit. And right now, I'm on air saying that this family, the family of this Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is the worst family. They will turn out to be the worst family in the history of Idu Nation. Because they have done everything possible to cripple Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, to make sure that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu does not give us our freedom, our independence. This family has done everything possible to make sure that we are running around in perpetuity, contributing money for them, because we have become a source of income. It doesn't matter how many of us that are getting killed. All they care is the money that is coming. I am emphatically and saying it, and I need them to sue me. I need them to take me to court right now. I live in California, United States of America. I want them to take me to court. It's going to be a shame if they don't take me to court. This criminal family, I'm emphasizing it. They are criminals and they need to take me to court. And I'm also stating that it's only by grace of God that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was able to achieve what he achieved until they sold him. I am also saying that it's only by grace of God that we have reached the destination where we are right now. And I know why. Because God wants us to know that everything that could have possibly gone wrong went wrong. Especially this evil family. But still, he gave us our freedom. Because God wants us to worship him in truth and in spirit. We are going to, everything is going to come out in the open. We are going to, God himself is going to expose this family to the maximum. And then everybody will see. And that's when we will marvel. And that's when we worship God in truth and in spirit. That's when we will understand that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not just a regular human being. That's when we begin to appreciate him. That's when we begin to appreciate what God did for us as a nation. Because God himself has ordained that we will be free at this time. This is the end of a dispensation. We are getting into a new dispensation. And we, the Idu people, the Biafran people, the Idu people, we are going to be the ruler of the new world. We are going to be at the top of the new world. Africa is the beginning, and we're going to rise up again to our destiny. That's why it doesn't matter what the Lucifer, especially Lucifer using this family to fight us. And still God made it possible that we will be here where we are today. Because he has will. It's even the desires of God. It pleases him. It worries even more for our freedom. It's God's agenda. It's God's project. That's why all their evil has not succeeded, and that's why it will not succeed. I will be very, very glad when I get a letter that they're suing me to court. That will be a beautiful day for our nation, because so many things will come up. But if they don't, whether they do or not, everything will still be exposed. For we shall know the truth, and the truth will make us free. There's nothing that is going to be hidden under the sun. I'm not going to be the one exposing this family. Will expose them. So, but I hope God will do it through the court system. Let them sue me. Let them sue me. That is going to be the biggest break. Let me just reserve my comment. I am waiting. I will be excitedly waiting. And if I know what I'm going to do to incite them to sue me, I'm going to keep on doing it until they sue me. I am going to keep on saying it and emphasizing it. And I'm waiting for that lawsuit every single day. And I won't stop until they sue me. In fact, they even provoked me by saying they're going to take me. That means I'm going to be coming out on air to talk about this evil family. The family of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is an evil family. They have worked against our freedom. They have worked against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But Chukwuokike is already putting them to shame. And they will be put to shame because we will be free. Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be free. When he comes out, he's going to raise our flag. And our nation will be free. And they will be exposed. Everything, every single thing they've done will be exposed. And we will see with our own eyes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dr. Nelly, I was listening to you, and as I was listening to you, I was crying. You can't see the tears, but I was crying because even in the comment section, I can see many people saying that I'm insulting this and this, and I didn't go to, I'm supposed to respect DOS, that they're doing broadcasts right now. But somebody just sent me a snapshot of everything that they said. It's unbelievable what I'm hearing. They are telling us right now that we are going to embark on a worldwide campaign for the unconditional release of our leader, Kanu. Hey, but you asked us to stop.
Yeah.
You told us that there's a political solution.
Yes, all of us, yes.
Dr. What's his name? Chika Edozie. He quenched everything. He stopped everything. That there's a solution. That there's a political solution. All of a sudden now, they just told us now that we are going to embark on a worldwide campaign for the unconditional release of our leader. And guess what? They say people should start protesting again. They should go to British embassy. The British embassy that you ask people not to protest. This conversation is getting wider. And guess what again? They say they want to create a new department in IPOB. A department of education, where they will be educating people about our freedom, and that they have 3 books that they are going to publish.
Motopark workers publishing.
Hey, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And guess what? They also come on radio and they say our ESN that are in the reserve should go back to their base. What does that mean? Everything they just said, we have done it. Our leader have already said it. And now they said, okay, they should stop singing Nigerian national anthem all over the schools in Biafra land. What I'm saying is that from what is going on now, is it not the best approach for these people is for them to come and confess their sins and if Biafrans will forgive them? Because every Biafrans were ready to take action for the release of our leader. Biafrans were ready to protest worldwide for the release of our leader. But they came and quenched that fire. Now they want us to go back to protest. The question I want to ask is, what are we going to do? Because we need to take this radio from this, because it's a big problem. I know you said something like that, but I after listening today, I'm really touched. I'm really touched how these people have delayed our freedom and make us to continue to be rotating around circles. Please, Dr. Nelly, we really need to do something about this.
Yeah, don't forget that their handlers are the ones that are giving them the scripts. When they see that one thing is not working, they come up with another one. These people are brainless. They get scripts. Once you sell your soul, you take that money, you already sold your soul. They control you. So they see that they have been exposed to the maximum. They see that they said, don't sit at home. We are sitting at home. We are working on sitting at home on Sunday too. We are going to sit at home even on Friday. Nobody is paying them attention. They are crying about autopilot. Autopilot means that God, Jehovah is the one in charge. And he's actually the one in charge. He's the one directing the affairs of men. He's the one directing our affairs, the affairs of the Biafran nation. So these people have seen they've lost. They lost every single thing. They lost. So what are they going to do? They're still going to come up with another lie. But we have seen they've exposed themselves. What this ended up doing is to show us that these people are evil. Everything they fought against, now they know that they've exposed themselves and people have left them. What did they do? They're now turning around to come and, oh, if you guys say, oh, now this is what we are presenting. This is what you guys want. Now let's do it. But we already see, we already know the truth. Don't forget that I told Biafrans a long time ago that God has rejected DOS. That people of our nation have rejected DOS. It's already happening. It's happening. It's already here. That prophecy has been fulfilled already. They can run around and do whatever. They have been rejected. And you know the beautiful way that God did it. God exposed them. Exposed them in total. And then we already know. So we are going to be focused. What we did in North America, that's what we're supposed to be doing everywhere. That's what we plan to do. Get ourselves together. Like I said in your previous program, everybody doesn't have, if we're trying to make sure every single Dick and Harry, we're going to be running around in this wilderness. There are people who have already been ordained and destined to enter into our land. Spiritually, these people need to die. Weeding them off and cutting them off is what we need to do. We come together, even if it's only a few of us, but I'm telling you, it's majority. These people are less than 5%. They're about 2%. So we need to cut. It's so evident right now. Everything they've done. Now they're telling you, this is just a way to still have a hold. Oh, now you want to do rally. Okay, we're letting you do rally. Just to still have a hold on the people. To still feel like they're in control of IPOB. No. God has rejected them. Anybody that is listening to them, going with them, is also doomed to be destroyed and to be rejected. So it's actually a good thing. It's a good thing that they came and just making a fool of themselves. This is a vindication. This has vindicated the people that are saying the truth. Can you believe it? I didn't even listen to their broadcast. But I'm not going to tell you that I'm surprised that they are turning around to say all these things. When they were showing up advertising the protest in Israel, I started laughing. I said, look at them now showing us the protest in Israel. Wow, they are now for protest. So I knew they were going to come up with a bullshit like this. But our people already know. God has exposed them. Every time they keep making a fool of themselves, and we are moving on. We're moving on. We're going to push these people aside. That is what we're going to do as soon as possible. Push them aside, get in to do what we need to do, just like we did in North America. As soon as we pushed them away and got ourselves together, we had peace, we were focused, we're doing what we needed to do. That's what we're going to do globally. IPOB around the world, get yourselves together. You know the people that stand with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You know the ones that stand for the truth. Get yourself together. Form your little forum. You can even join us in North America. Let's get together and get this done. Our people, everybody in our nation, in Biafra land, in Idu land, is standing with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Not even a single person is paying attention to this demonic DOS. They are standing with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and we need to get together with them. We need to work together with our people at home. Nobody is paying them any attention. And we in IPOB need to cut them off completely. Join yourself. If you need to join any forum in the United anywhere, you will just be added to the forum so that you can see what is going on. We need to get ourselves together. We need to find a means to communicate to our people. We need to educate ourselves. Sit at home on Sunday, sit at home on Monday, and then add Friday to it. There are things we plan to do this year, and we're going to keep on doing it until they release our leader. And they will release our leader soon. Once the zoo government realize that we've cut out the evil DOS, they have nothing else. We need to cut out the family of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. This is an evil family. Once the zoo government realizes that we cut them off, they cannot hold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu anymore. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu being there is making money for this evil, lazy family that doesn't want to get a job. We cut Kanunta Kanu and his family off. Cut DOS out. Focus and work on the release of our leader. And our leader will be released. That's what we need to work on. Cut off the DOS. Cut off Kanunta Kanu and his family so that our leader will be released. We need to get focused. We need to find a way to communicate with our people at home. And by the grace of Chukwuekike Abiyama, we're already working on it, and that's going to be achieved. Why? Because God himself is the one doing it. God is the one that is ministering to us and directing the children of light, the supporters of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, on what to do. And very soon our leader will come out. And when our leader comes out, he's coming out with our flag. He's going to raise that flag. We're going to fight it out. We already have a referendum. We all know that we are the people of Idu. And being the people of Idu is a referendum itself. This is who we are. We don't need to be fighting. I'm Biafra, I'm not Biafra. I'm this, I'm not this. We already know who we are. This is one of the miracles of God that our leader told us that will happen after reading the book of Psalms. This is one of that miracle. This is that thing that our leader was looking for. That is that thing that he was searching for, that he told everybody to look into, to investigate. We have it. If our leader, if we had this secret, our leader wouldn't have suffered for years trying to convince people that they are Biafrans. If your mother title rapper, you are Biafran. He suffered for years, but the simple truth has been there, and God has revealed it. We need to focus and stay on this truth, because it's our referendum already. We already know who we are. Not a single person has disputed that they are from the nation of Idu. I've received phone calls from everywhere, from Rivers, from Bayelsa, from every single area, Igodo, everybody, bringing me information about Idu, how they are Idu. We are all Idu. We are all the people of Idu. And that is the unity that we needed to get our freedom. And we're already there. Imagine how excited our leader will be when he comes out and find out that God himself, has done this, has shown us who we are. We are unified. We are one people. And when he comes out, he's going to raise that flag. And we are going to become free people. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Dr. Nelly. I'm so much happy that we find ourselves on the side of the truth, because what I'm seeing right now is not a joke, because they are bringing us to square one again. Because what I was expecting is for them to come and tell us how the political solution has worked.
Thank you.
But they never mentioned anything about political solution,
yes.
Which means that they are ashamed of themselves and they are looking for, they have eaten the forbidden fruit. That is the word. They have eaten the forbidden fruit and now they are naked. Because even right now, they are so much naked that we are asking them who sold our leader, Kanu, and one of them came to expose themselves. Like, look at it. One of the DOS in the UK said that that our leader broadcasted from Kenya before his kidnapped. Do you know anything about that? They are beginning. Yes, they are beginning to say things that we don't know.
Our leader was kidnapped on the 19th. He never did any broadcasting after he was kidnapped June 19th.
Yes.
Until it was extraordinary rendition to the zoo.
Correct. Wow. Okay. Of recent, we also found out that China Samoro came on radio to complain about money, or to talk about Madam Oyibo or something, that Madam Oyibo never sent him money for some time, that the boys in the bush, they were hungry and all of that. They are hungry, but Madam Oyibo refused to send him money. And I don't know if you can talk more about this, because we already know from the previous exposition, even when China Samoro himself said that Madam Oyibo has been doing very well, sending him money until the last money that he received was in August. Okay, and then that was when we started talking about the kidnap of our leader, and then because of what they discovered, Madam Oyibo discovered, she ceased sending money. So I don't know why he's coming to Radio Biafra to come and say that Madam Oyibo never sent him money at all for the boys. Please, your comment on this.
Like I said earlier, you make one lie, you try to cover it with another lie, and they know they've lost control of ESN. They've lost every single contact with ESN. Their purpose was to destroy ESN, and they almost destroyed ESN, or should I say, they did destroy it. That's why in one of my posters, I told China Samoro and Chike Doziem that dead bone shall rise again. That's what I meant by dead bone shall rise again. Because China Samoro, in one of the meetings in DOS, told them that the ESN does not exist anymore, that there's nothing like ESN anymore. People at the meeting were shocked and confused. Some of them even called, do we still have ESN? I'm like, we have ESN. But I know the things that were going on ground. So China Samoro is a criminal. He has used ESN money to do his personal business. He has used ESN money to set up a squad called the Dead Man Squad. China Samoro has used ESN money to form what is China Samoro has a group known as his own unknown gunmen. The intention of these unknown gunmen is to ridicule what our leader Mazinandi Kanu was doing. China Samoro was even recruiting some Fulanis as gunmen. If you recollect, there were some unknown gunmen that were killed. After they were killed, found that they were Fulani. These are the handwork of Chinasa Nworu and his cohorts. Everything to counter our leader, to work against our leader. That's what Chinasa Nworu is doing. Chinasa Nworu is also working with Dave Umahi to help him with his Ebubago. Chinasa Nworu is helping to train Ebubago. We got information. Unfortunately, then, Madam Oyibo didn't know what was going on because there are things that I didn't disclose to her at that time. She called Chinasa Nworu and said, Chinasa Nworu, there's this, I got information about this and that, is going on about Ebubago, how they are training them. So after she told me, I said, you shouldn't have told Chinasa Nworu because Chinasa Nworu is the one training those people. She was shocked beyond words. I said, that's the things that he's doing against our leader. But because I'm still doing my investigation and my research, I cannot say anything until I have proof, until I'm sure. And that's why I didn't disclose it to her at that time. But after she called Chinasa to tell him what was going on and the location of the training about Ebubago, I told her that you basically blew everything up. Telling Chinasa Nworu is telling the person that is guilty of doing that thing. Chinasa Nworu and his group were the ones doing that. She was shocked. That's when I started telling her about all the things that were going on. I gave her information about the figures, the numbers, the money that Chinasa will receive and how much Chinasa will give to our men. Chinasa was not giving them any money. So after I submitted my report to her, I showed her all the things, did an interview and all that. She was shocked beyond words. And that's when she started calling them. She wanted to sit down and have a meeting with them. And I also needed to present my findings to them, to tell them this is what I found out. So what is actually going on? Chinasa Nworu even have some camps that don't exist. I was telling the treasurer that these camps don't exist. This one, I can't make mention, I can't say the name of the camp, that they were not existing. He was just using it to defraud ESM money. Don't forget that the agenda with the Fulanis is to destroy ESN. So stealing their money is part of destroying them. So Chinasa Nworu was using it to fund his dead man squad. Chinasa was using the money to fund his unknown gunmen. Chinasa Nworu was also using our money to help Dave Umahi train his Ebubago group. So when this information was out, Madam Oyibo requested for a meeting with him and Chike Doziem. There are other details that I'm not going to disclose at this time, but she scheduled a meeting. I did a screenshot and showed you. I submitted it to you. I'm going to make a video by tomorrow. She scheduled a Zoom meeting for the 14th. They didn't come. She scheduled another one for the 15th. They didn't come. She went ahead and scheduled a third one on the 18th. They still didn't come. When you look at that conversation, you will see Madam Oyibo pleading, asking Chinasa Nworu to call her so that they can discuss. There's another screenshot that was where Madam Oyibo was asking Chinasa Nworu, Chinasa, why are you avoiding me? Read those text messages. Chinasa, why are you avoiding me? Chinasa said he wasn't avoiding her, gave some excuses. Madam Oyibo said, we need to discuss, we need to figure out what is going on. If our men in the bushes need money, we need to figure out what the money that has been given to you, how it was spent, how the money went, so that we can move ahead. Chinasa Nworu avoided her. Chinasa Nworu came and said that he needed money for this and that. Madam Oyibo said, send that message to Chike Doziem, because Chike Doziem has refused to announce the account that our leader told him to announce. Chika refused to announce that our leader has said to open a new account. And after the account was opened, Chika refused to announce the Umeri account. We all know the story. And Madam Oyibo told Chinasa Nworu, go and tell Chike Doziem that you need this money. Because he's not announcing the account, and people need the account to be announced so that they can start depositing money. Chinasa Nworu also put in a request for a huge sum of money. So when Madam Oyibo told him, send it to Chike Doziem because we need to meet, then he came up with, oh, that particular amount is no longer needed anymore. because we've taken care of that. And then Madam Oyibo, when he spoke to Chike Doziem, I believe it's Chike Doziem, and said, so the money that was needed, how was the problem solved? They said that Kanu has brought money. And what has Kanu got to do with our money? And then Chika also responded, it's IPOB money anyway. So if he brings it, we can use it. I said, what has Kanu got to do with anything? Why does he have access to our ESM money? How does Kanunta have access to IPOB money? How can he be funding? How can Chike Dozie say that Kanunta already brought money for that? I said, these are things that we need to discuss and find out what is going on. And they kept avoiding Madam Oyibo. And I told Madam Oyibo, I have my reports, everything is ready. I have every evidence, and we cannot give Chinasa Nworu money anymore. Because Chinasa Nworu is killing our people. Chinasa Nworu is using the money he's taking from ESM to use it to destroy our people, using DMS and Ebubago and the unknown government to kill our people. I told them that Chinasa Nworu, I gave her instances of how much that was given to Chinasa Nworu. For example, 9 million, Chinasa Nworu gave only 500,000. There are so many instances. That was also the time I exposed Chinasa Nworu's account. He was using his family account, his business account, just like what they are doing with the LLC. The same thing to defraud money. I told Madam Oyibo, you have to have a conversation with them. Even if they don't want me to be there, you have to present my report. You have to present my findings. Our men on ground are not getting this money. Our men, we gave millions for boots. They don't have boots. Our men on ground, we gave millions for canopies. They were under the rain. They didn't have canopies. Our men on ground are supposed to get uniforms. They don't have nothing. They are hungry. The communities around there was contributing money to feed our men on ground. These are the investigations I did. And I told Madam Oyibo, we need to sit and discuss. If not, we'll take the other option. Our leader has 3 options. If this one fails, send money through this option. If option 2 fails, send money through the 3rd option. I told Madam Oyibo, this is the time to go to use the 2nd option. Chinasa Nworu was the 1st option of sending money. And I have every evidence to show that Chinasa Nworu has failed. And I told Madam Oyibo, it is time for you to use that 2nd option. And this time we're going to make sure there's going to be accountability. There's going to be high degree of accountability, because we need to make sure that when that money is sent, that is actually used for what it's supposed to be used for. And to the glory of God, this 2nd option is a consent. Every money that is sent is accounted for. And we're documenting every single one of them. When our leader comes out, he's going to see everything. He's going to see every transaction. They record everything. They even take pictures of things and videos of things they use the money for, and they send it. This is high level of accountability. These men and women are highly disciplined. And we're really appreciative of this 2nd option. And I pray that this 2nd option will not disappoint us, because we don't want to have the 3rd option. But if it falls down to using the 3rd option, we're still going to do it because our leader put it in place. So Chinasa Nworu lied when he said he got money in August. And you can see through the screenshot that Madam Oyibo was pleading, calling them. Chinasa was avoiding Madam Oyibo. Madam Oyibo called Chinasa on several occasions. Chinasa refused to pick a phone call. And when he picked up the phone call, he made one excuse or the other. At a point, Madam Oyibo was so frustrated. Madam Oyibo pleaded, why, Chinasa, why are you avoiding me? Because she was desperate to figure out. It's not that she didn't believe me, because the reports are right here. I showed her every single evidence. But she needed to have us come together and discuss. She was hoping that Chinasa would start to be more accountable after that. But to the glory of God, Chinasa refused to meet with Madam Oyibo. Chike Doziem refused to meet with Madam Oyibo. They know what they were doing. They know they had a skeleton in their cupboard. They know that I've busted them. That's why they refused to meet with Madam Oyibo. And then I would like you to publish all those screenshots so that our people will see the conversation that went between them. How she scheduled all those Zoom meetings. How she called them several times to have a meeting. And after they failed, after they refused to come, then we started using the second option. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So you are just confirming to us that Madam Oyubo has been sending Chinasa Nworu money until August.
Yes.
Okay. There's this rumor that I don't know if it's a rumor that Chinasa Nworu is building a hotel in Ebonyi State. He owns a hotel now in Ebonyi State, or he's building a hotel. I don't know how far of more information you have on this.
Chinasa Nworu, a freedom fighter, he called himself. Chinasa Nworu has two massive structures in Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State alone. I'm not talking about other places. Ebonyi State alone. Chinasa is building 2 houses in Ebonyi State simultaneously. The one that you just pulled up is a house that he's building on a land that Igwe Ogbonna, we all know the coordinator Igwe Ogbonna, we know his story. Igwe Ogbonna is the one that gave him this portion of land. And that's where he's building this house. It's a three-story building. In Nigeria, I think we call it 4-story building, something like that. It's a massive structure. That is what Chinasa Nworu was using ESN money for. That is what Chinasa Nworu was using. Chinasa is a killer for hire. So he's using also that money to build properties, get investments all over the place. So this is one of his buildings.
So which one is at number 1 Ibe Street, close to Nwagu? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, off Waterworks Road, Abakaliki. Yes, that's the one that I just displayed. That's the land that Igwe Ogbonna gave him, this one.
Okay, this one.
Yes, this is the one. That's the same one. No, all these ones are the same property.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're all the same property. So the one that he's building with the land that Dave Omar he gave him, I'm gonna when the time comes, I'm gonna show our people. But now all the pictures that I showed you, it's about 5 of them. They're all the same building, the one that is at Ibe Street. The land that Igwe Ogbonna gave him. So now the question, how can a freedom fighter, where does a freedom fighter get money? Remember, this is just one. This is just one of his investments. I've not even touched about other things. This is just one of them. There are 2 buildings in Ebonyi State. Ask Chinasa Nworu where he's getting money to be building 2 houses at the same time.
So is he working?
Chinasa, who knows? Chinasa doesn't work. I don't know what he does for a living. But he's building 2 houses.
So does he get paid for handling the ESN?
There are things we don't know. Our leader is the one that will tell. I have not seen anything. I know he's defrauding ESN. I have not seen anything that indicates that he's getting paid for working ESN. But how much are you going to get paid to be building 2 massive structures in Ebonyi State alone? By the time I bring out everything, people will shake. People will marvel. And it's not just Chinasa Nworu. All of them. Just like they're talking about protest, this and that. Do you know that Igbo people in Switzerland are contributing 35 euros every month? Igbo communities. I'm not talking about IPOB members. When the time comes, Chike Doziem and Abaim and Chinasa Nworu and Nenaya, they're going to tell people where that money is going to. There are so many things going on, and people have no idea what is going on. And it's time all these things begin to be exposed. Chinasa Nworu will get millions and be using it for his personal business. Chinasa Nworu is working for the politicians for hire. He does their bidding. I believe that's also where he's getting his money. We all need to rise up and ask Chinasa Nworu where he got money to be building a structure like this. Huge, humongous. I don't know if it's a hotel. I don't know if it's an apartment complex. But it's big. Some of them are building hostels in Anambra State. I'm not going to call names right now. Big hostel complex for students, freedom fighters. All these people are freedom fighters. Nenayanya has investment. Nenayanya has a farm that she paid more than 200,000 euros. She even hired some IPOB members to be working in her farm for her. They're buying properties all over the places. Kanunta has properties all over the place and doesn't have a job. People need to get angry and rise up. We cannot be in this bondage. It's too much. When everything is exposed, you will see these freedom fighters. Ask them where they got all this money. That's why IPOB is a business for them. That's why they don't want us to get our freedom. That's why the family of Mazen Nandekano does not want us to get our freedom, because we are their meal ticket. We are their Wall Street. Mazen Nandekano is their bank. They are using us to drive flashy cars. They are using us to buy properties, living lavish lives. These people don't have a job. IPOB is their job. Freedom fighting is their job. Because God sent Mazen Nandekano to their family. And enough is enough. We cannot take that anymore. We need to start asking these people what they are doing with our money. Some people are doing 2 jobs, 3 jobs to pay their dues, pay all the things that are needed. And these people are using it to build houses, to build hotels, to build hostels, to drive flashy cars. Southeast governors are buying cars for them, buying gifts for them. And we are shedding our blood on the grounds of Biafra land, Yidu land. It's time we get up and take our freedom in our own hands. We have to deal with the evildoers among us. We have to get rid of these evil, demonic people, these agents of Lucifer, these Luciferians, these sons and daughters of darkness. We have to get rid of them so that we move on. Because we need our freedom. Our freedom from Mazen Nandekano is a freedom for the entire nation. And that's what we should be working at. These people, if we got our independence, where is Chinas and Woru going to get money to complete his building? That is to show you why they don't want our freedom. That's why they still want to hold people. That's why they are not telling you, you can now do rally. You can now do protest. We are not fools. Everybody's eyes, it's open. So I hope I've been able to show people that Chinasa received money up until August. And by middle of September 14, Madam Oyibo was pleading with them, chasing them to have a meeting with her. I even told her I don't have to be in the meeting if they're not comfortable with me being there. But you need to ask them questions because we want to make sure that this money is getting to our men on ground. Because they are not without the communities, every single camp would have been destroyed. They sent people to hunt our men and women, to kill them, to destroy everything. That is what these people are doing. So now, when you look at this, you will see what Chinasa is doing with our money. He's using our money to fund his dead man's squad. He's using our money to fund his unknown gunmen. He's using our money to find favor with Dave Umahi. He's using our money to build apartment complexes everywhere. And up till today, Chinas and Woru has refused to have a meeting with Madam Oyibo. And then he had the temerity to come online and start to lie. All they do is lie around the clock. And they believe their voodoo is going to be keeping everybody blind. All they do is run from one shrine to another, one occult place to another, thinking they're going to blind people. No. Enough is enough. They think they can use command and control, which I'm going to discuss at another time.
Yeah, you will have to say something before. No, or you don't have any time?
I can say it now.
Yeah, because what I want to ask you, because I know your job as a asset and recovery officer is not just to expose these atrocities or these criminal activities that is going on, but to also recover them. Because we know that all this building, for example, the Chinasa building, the hotel and all of that, is supposed to be IPOB building at the end of the day when it's being recovered. I hope there are plans in place. Because my question I wanted to ask is, I mean, I don't know how long you have handled this position, because I could have said, how come we allow them to get to this point of stealing everything, siphoning all the funds, getting to the point of building this kind of structure? Let me put that structure to building this kind of structure. It means it must have been years or months for them to build this kind of structure. So hopefully, my question is, are we going to recover this property as ours? Because it does not belong to them. It's a money is gotten from the wealth, from IBOB donations and everything.
Yeah, there's what they, in economics, there's what they call order of preference. You have to figure out, am I chasing this now or chasing this? Which one do you have more preference? Which one has more priority? Our freedom has the priority. All our attention should be focused on how to get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out and get our freedom. Believe me, every single one of them is going to be recovered. Every account that IPOB members have contributed is going to be audited. And the report will be published for everybody to see. And the people that are involved, either they stay in diaspora and never come back, because when they come home, they will go to the court and they will be hanged, like our leader said, in their father's compound. So believe me, when the time comes, all our accounts will be audited. All properties that they use IPOB and ESM money for will be recovered because it belongs to the people. It belongs to us. But this is not the time. We have to do first things first. First thing is to get focused, because all these are distractions. Like what they are using their Iraq, they are distractions. That's why I'm razor focused. I know what I don't pay attention to all those things because I don't want any distraction. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm working on. I don't pay attention to all those nonsense. If China Samoro has not come to lie, bold-faced lie against Madam Oriba and myself, I wouldn't even be bringing this up. I know it's going to come. When the time comes, when everything is exposed, it's going to come out. But he's going to keep on lying. I'm waiting for him to lie again. Then I'll bring the picture of the one he's building on the land that Dave Omar he gave him. These records, we have them. And when we get our freedom, we're all exposing them so that we can get our freedom. Once we get our freedom, we are going to look for all these things because it belongs to us, the people. You know? They've perpetuated so much evil. That's why they don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to succeed. That's why they don't want us to succeed. They want us to be contributing money for them year in, year out, like we're fools. That's why Kanunta Kanu and his cohort sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he came and was getting ready to become the leader of IPOB. And then we'll continue contributing money. They even plan for our children to start contributing money for them after we are done. These people have no plan for freedom. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was captured in Kenya, they were waiting to hear that he's dead, so that they will make money. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dying would have been they would have all become billionaires. That was their plan. 19.
Wow, because that could have been my next question, what I want to ask, because I know Rabbi Charles have clarified that, and there's a memo on that IPOB is nothing like family business, that we should ignore them propagating that IPOB is a family business, because many people are trying to distance themselves and they say, oh, don't you see what we said, that these guys are doing family business, they are using it for business. But today we know that Rabbi Charles said that this is not family business, that Kanunta has never held any position in IPOB, and it's not a family business, that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only leader that we know. So I don't know if you have any comment on this as well before we go to the command and control.
I don't keep records, because one time I know I heard our leader said IPOB is not a family business. Our leader has said it, and said that's why he doesn't want like his family members occupying one position. He has said it. IPOB is not a family business. Our leader has said it. I heard it in my ears, and I believe somebody is going to find that audio. Radio Biafra, they are deleting everything so that you don't get track of record of what was said. But our leader said it, and we know this is a freedom fighting organization. It's not a family business. We never heard anything about Nelson Mandela's family. We never had. Check all the freedom fighters. Did you even know they have brothers and sisters? Look at Jesus Christ. Did you ever know that Jesus Christ had siblings? Except when some people came, oh, your brothers and sisters are here. He said, no. The ones, my disciples, are my brothers and sisters. This is what freedom fighting is. But our own is different. Because we're caused to be doomed, to be destroyed. That's why Lucifer is using all these evil people. to make sure that we don't get what we're looking for. How can Kanunta Kanu, after selling Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to be killed, came and now gallivanting and parading himself as the leader of indigenous people of Biafra? God forbid. God forbid. How can we do that? We're not fools. God forbid. I mean, he is so dumb. He's so unintelligent. Do you know that the liaison group, when they were flaunting their account, Chinyere Onwunye said this is the national account. And when she was asked, why would she say that? She said it's because it is the account that is approved by Kanunta Kanu. So this has been in plain sight for everybody to see this evil man's agenda. And thank God, God exposed him. He confessed with his own mouth. He made it clear that he's the one holding our leader in DSS custody, because he wants to take over IPOB, and because he wants to take over the title in Afaruku so that he can start selling our land to the Fulani people. That's all his agenda, selling our land like Ojus or Kanu, and helping them to Fulanize us. That's why they never wanted Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to succeed. That's why they don't want us to get our freedom. But our freedom is here, and we're going to grab it by force.
Sorry, one thing I want to ask is, because you said that Chinasa Nworu is no longer in control, is no longer commanding the ESN, and Chika Doziem doesn't even know any information about ESN before. He has never controlled ESN before. But how come today they also made another broadcast commanding the ESN, whatever, where they are, they should go back to base? So does it mean that is it the same ESN that our leader created, or another ESN that they are running? Because I don't understand that, please.
Chinasa Nworu runs Ebubago. Chinasa Nworu runs the unknown gunmen. Chinasa Nworu runs the DMS. They are not ESN. They are dead man squad. They are using it to kill our men. They are Ebubago, and they are unknown gunmen. So if they are making reference, maybe they are making reference to those people. They are not making reference to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's ESN. Eastern Security Network belongs to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, belongs to the nation, to our people, to the nation of Idu, Biafra. These evil people in DOS have no access to these honorable men. So what they are making lies. Don't forget that these a lot of them have been sued in the criminal court, into ICC. So what Chike Doziem is doing is to soft pedal them, so that when they're indicted for all the people they killed, they will say that Chike Doziem said for all the security network to go into the bushes, that all the people they killed are not civilians, that they are Eastern Security Network. What Chike Doziem is trying to make sure, to make it look like the people that were killed on the streets of Idu land, Biafra land, are Eastern Security Network. They are militants. They want to make sure that they are not classified as civilians. So Chike Doziem is helping the Zoo government to cover up their war crimes. So all the abductions, all the people they are killing, they're going to claim they are Eastern Security Network. That's why Chike Doziem keep coming out to say, go to the bushes, go to the bushes. So that record will have it that their HOD told them to go to the bushes and they refused and they killed them. That all the people who killed are ESN, not civilians. Chike Doziem is covering for the Zoo government because they know that a case against them has been filed with ICC. So what they are using Chike Doziem to do is to cover up their crime. So that when they go to ICC, they will say it's not civilians. They are all Eastern Security Network. Now, here is our proof. They were even pleaded and begged to go into the bushes, and they refused to go to the bushes. That's why we started killing them. That they are militant, they are not civilians. That's what Chike Doziem is helping them to do. Chike Doziem knows they don't have control of ESN. So it's like, if we can't control you, we'll kill you. That's what they are doing. That is what Chika is doing. And everybody can see it in their eyes. Why every time you're coming to Radio Biafra to give instruction to ESN, he's covering for the Zoo government. So that when they are sued, like when Dave Umar is sued at international crime as a war criminal, they can now use Chike Doziem's video to say, oh, these are not civilians. These are Eastern Security Network. They were even asked to go to the bushes and they refused to go to the bushes. They were warned so many times to go to the bushes. They refused, and that's why we started killing them. They're helping them claim they didn't kill civilians, that who they killed were Eastern Security Network. They are militants. They are not civilians. That's all Chike Doziem is doing. But God has put him to shame. So they have no control of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Eastern Security Network. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put things in place. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu always have a plan B and a plan C. So right now, Eastern Security Network is operating on his plan B. And Eastern Security Network, these gallant men, these warriors, are very upset with this evil DOS. Do you know that when our leader was abducted, when the news flashed, these gallant men were so upset they wanted to get out and start doing things? Do you know that China Sanwo-Olu said command and control? Your arms down, don't raise a gun, don't do anything, don't even say a word. They were like, our leader is abducted. Why would we just be in the bushes and not do anything? Who was in Kenya? Why didn't anybody get information? China Sanwo-Olu said it's command and control. Don't say Pim, go to the bushes. That's why you never heard a word, never heard anything from them. They were even surprised there were some a group still existing. There were so many camps they believe has cast, like it doesn't exist anymore. The very few, they call them and warn them. The truth is going to come out. The truth will eventually come out. Call them and warn. I said, don't shoot a gun. It's command and control. And these men were so depressed. What a disgrace. Our leader was abducted and we're just going to sit down and not say anything. They were depressed. They were humiliated. And then it's command and control. What else can they do? Make them to shut them, to make sure that they can do whatever they want with our leader. They wanted to make sure that the zoo government has nothing to be afraid of. They wanted to make sure that our men don't respond, don't do anything, command and control. And they took our leader and did whatever they want with him in DSS. Because they already gave them impression there are no men on ground. Don't forget that Nnamdi promised them to crush them through funding as the head of finance. China Sanwo-Olu was in charge. Make sure Chinasa will send people to invade them. Our young men and women were killed. And then how can they be sitting and then ESM will start reacting? And these are even independent warriors that wanted to do something. China Sanwo-Olu shut them up and told them, Uchike, they say, it's command and control, don't do anything. That's why you never heard anything from these people. And that's why they are still upset. They feel like they disappointed our leader. These gallant men and women are upset because to them, they disappointed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How can Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be brought to the zoo like that and they wouldn't even react? They didn't respond. They are still angry with themselves. How can we disappoint our leader? That is the strategy the Fulani use, command and control. And to them, they are highly disciplined men. They couldn't do anything. Bear in mind, they've crushed so many camps, destroyed so many, killed so many SN members. And then how dare these few people come out to do something? They shushed them in the name of command and control. Before they abducted our leader, they made sure to kill all the people that they know that will stand for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The people that are willing to sacrifice their life for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. First of all, they started with Ikonso. They killed Ikonso. They killed Gentle. They killed Small. They killed so many of them. Chukwu Abasi is missing right now. There's no way Chukwu Abasi would have been out and all this nonsense is going on. They made sure they couldn't kill him. What did they do? Put him in DSS dungeon, locked up somewhere. All our men that are loyal to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this evil DOS, help the DSS, the evil zoo government, to kill these men, to abduct those they couldn't kill, to lock them up. After they finished doing that, after they believe they made sure that all the people that will fight for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been eliminated, they proceeded to sell him to Kenya. Sending him to Kenya was the next agenda. They were hoping that if he dies, there's not going to be men to react. Unfortunately for them, even though they've eliminated these gallant men, there were still men that rose up and was calling, wanted to do something. They still believed in command and control. That's why they were calling them. We need to do something. We can't just fold our hands. They were even shocked. There were some dedicated men. When they killed Ikonso, other Ikonsos rose up. When they killed Gentle, other Gentles rose up. There are so many of them. They were shocked, like, what is going on? And that's why they say command and control. Don't say PM, it's command and control. And that's why we folded our hands. And the uncircumcised had our leader like he was a nobody. They did whatever they wanted with him because his family was part of the conspiracy. The greatest weapon the Fulani had against was his family in conjunction with the DOS. What else? They got everything. If his family is against him, the DOS is against him. Who is the Fulani? Who is the Zulu government? In our language, they said, if your father sent you to go and steal something, you will go and steal with the greatest bold. You will even kick the door because your father sent you to go and steal. So Fulanis are doing everything with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu because Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's family is behind them, because the DOS is behind them. So they've sold out, gave money, and they gave them Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. That's why this evil DOS told a few loyal people, don't forget they've killed others and put others in DSS dungeon. Told them, don't say a word, command and control. It's even because of command and control that these people were consulting Chinas and Woru. If not, you would have heard stuff on the street. You would have heard even our young men, independently doing stuff. They use command and control. Like I said earlier, command and control is one of our strongest weapons to establish discipline. And that's what the Zulu government is tapping into. Because they know they're going to handicap us and cripple us with command and control. And they're using it effectively. And we need to rise up. Because they're only commanding to control and destroy us. Their agenda is to destroy us. Their agenda is to destroy Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Their agenda is to make sure that we're in bondage for the rest of our lives and our children's children. Because they sold for a pot of porridge. They sold us. And they're fighting to make sure that that money goes down their throats. And it's our job to rise up and say no. This command and control, they've used it to do. When the time comes, I will explain to our people. I will give a typical example of what happened in Iguacha. This evil DOS gathered our gallant young men and women and sent them to an assignment. They already said the Fulani, the Zulu government, DSS waiting for them. Send them on assignment. Did not give them a weapon, did not give them things that they needed. And they asked, so what about the things? They said, when you get there, we will give it to you. Command and control. And these young men and women went and they were set up and they were massacred like chicken. Do you think if not for command and control, how can you go and tell me to go and fight and you don't give me a gun? You don't give, these people have AK, have chain machine, have everything. And you're going to tell me when you get there, I will give you. Only 7 people, I'm not going to go into details, out of more than 300 are the ones that had the fighting tools. The rest followed sheepishly because it's command and control. The order has been given, just go. When you get there, we will give you the guns you need. Before they even got there, the Fulanis was already massacring them. These things are going to come out. These are the evils of command and control. They are just using it. They know the context that our leader used to establish this. When the whole truth come out, you will see how evil they have used these things. Our young men and women, and they were mostly girls, because they know these girls are not ready to compromise. These are college graduates. Told them command and control, send them to a war front with nothing, barehanded, under command and control. And because of command and control, because of the love they have for Nnamdi Kanu, they went there empty-handed. And the Fulanis besieged them. Command and control. When time comes, you people will begin to hear the evil that these people have committed with command and control. These are two examples. There are men that wanted to rise up when our leader was announced to be in the zoo. They used command and control to shut them up and shut them down. Our young men and women were sent to die to Iguacha with command and control. The same thing happened in Ebonyi. The same thing happened at Enugu. There are so many cases, many instances. These people are evil. The truth will come out. The whole truth will come out. And then people will marvel. Command and control.
Yeah, I mean, what I wanted to say is actually what you have just said, because really, when we look at how they use command and control to stop the sit at home, they use the command and control to stop the protest. They use the command and control to stop one of the biggest things that we could have used to hold the Janjaweed government responsible, which is election. They use it, the command and control, and stop us and ask people to go and participate in an election, telling us that there's a political solution. I don't think I can ever forget it. And I remember when I told Chika Idoziem that announcement is one of the biggest mistakes that he has made in life when it comes to this movement. You know, because the way they presented it was like there's a solution already and that people should forget about it. Everything is done. In fact, even that night on the 6th to the 9th or to this, I don't know, the day of the election, that evening, of the election, we're expecting Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Here we are, starting from square one. Because as long as I know, this broadcast made today by Chika Idoziem means that we are starting from square one. Why they have used the command and control you are trying to explain to us now to destroy the movement, yes. And now we are going to start from day one again, or square one again, to start again to try to bring people for another protest. Why there was something that we could have used to hold the Janjaweed government responsible, the election. Even most importantly, by now, if that election did not hold, by our leader could have released long time ago. Long time ago. And from what you are saying, it is obvious that they are not in control of ESN, because if they are in control of ESN, you are in control of ESN, you are coming to the public on a radio to announce that they should commanding them. That shows that you are not in control of DOS. And that leads me to my next question. When you said, because you came on a broadcast that I think it was Rabbi Charles, or no, Mazi Simon Ekpa was on that broadcast. You gave us an update that our leader, that 4 people sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for only 188 billion naira. It got everybody thinking, how? Why? 4 people, say our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We don't know. People are still asking me this thing. I made a calculation in dollars that if they give you this kind of money, wouldn't you betray your leader? It's a big question. Please, I just want you to make a comment about this. How did you confirm this? Because many people say, how do you know that? And somebody is saying, since you make this exposition, does it mean that you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu than his brothers or family? Please go ahead.
I don't have a response to feed people. I love my freedom. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to give me that freedom. I'm not benefiting a dime from this. I've been spending my hard-earned money. That is foolishness and stupidity. His family are the ones that have been making money off of him. His family are the ones that sold him. His family are the ones that never looked for him for one day. We're covering up, telling us he's praying in the mountain. Did you see any of the sisters come out to scream? We're looking for our brother. They all knew what happened. They were waiting for condolence visits and condolence money and vehicles and checks and buildings and gifts from all over the world. That's what they were waiting for. And then concerning the amount, 188 billion, I said, write it down. It's going to come out when the time for it to come out. I just put it out there for people to start thinking. Don't ask me for any stupid evidence, because Jehovah Chukwukabiam will provide that evidence and you will see it with your own eyes. And then I don't think anybody, how can it be? It's less than 5 billion. How much is it? When you convert it to dollar, it's nothing. This is an entire nation. And that's just not the amount. They've been sold. So many of them are paid. So many of them keep getting money. That is just one instance. They keep getting money to do this, to hold them. They keep giving them money to buy houses, to hold them. One day I'm going to give names of the coordinators that have bought house that doesn't have a job. There are coordinators that don't have a job. Obidio in California bought 2 apartment complexes and paid for it. The money they all got from the zoo. Even the stupid one called Onyema, they all, but what are they doing? What is their income? We're going to question them. If you bought your house between this period and this period, you have to tell us what you're doing, how you got the money to buy this house, to buy these properties. There are coordinators in Switzerland, in Italy, in everywhere, in Europe, all over, bought houses. Check the time frame when they bought all these houses. How did they get the money? And men are dying every day. Hopeless husband is even kidnapping 13-year-olds, kidnapping all the boys, sleeping in their mother's rooms. Kidnap them as young as 13, 16, 18-year-old. You're not even talking about adult male. Because this DOS, the devil is using them to destroy us. It's time for us to rise up and say no. And then there's a second part to that, your question. I forgot. What was the other question?
Oh, I think you have answered it already when I said that some people said that you love. How can you say you love? Do you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more than his brothers or his family? And you have answered that question already.
Did I tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? All the people that, do you know that some people in Biafra land even died, had heart attack? There are older people that had heart attack and died. There were people for 1 week that couldn't eat because they are waiting to hear from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They were worried about what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi don't know all these people. Some of them are not even, they are not even in IPOB. I have people call me. For 3-4 days, I have not eaten anything. I've not been able to eat. Did you get any information about Mazi Nnamdi? What is going on? These are people that love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is my leader. He's the one that will give me my freedom. I love him. None of his family members was getting heart attack and dying. The people in Biafra land were dying. None of his family members were looking for him. The people all over the world were looking for him. None of his family members didn't eat for 3 days because they were worried. But there was a 62-year-old woman that didn't eat for 3 days because she was worried about what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his whereabouts. After Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was announced to be abducted in Nigeria, there are people that ended up in hospitals. The family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, none of them even cared. They were all waiting for their money to come. None of them even said a word. But there are people in hospitals that had heart attacks.
They didn't raise any alarm because I've not seen it in the media.
They were disappointed because they were waiting for condolence money and condolence visits. They were waiting to have us contribute money in the name of building monuments with MNK's name. To them, the death of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the ultimate investment. They already made themselves millionaires. So that fool that asked that question, that 62-year-old woman that didn't eat for 3 days, does she love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more than the family? There are older people in Biafra land, in Idu land, that had heart attack and died. Do they love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more than the family? There's a woman that was breastfeeding. After she didn't hear from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, she couldn't even make breast milk to feed her child. That's how depressed. She didn't eat. She couldn't produce breast milk. Because it dried up because she was so upset she wasn't eating. She couldn't even breastfeed her own child. Does that woman love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more than the family? Of course, we all love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more than his evil family. And I'm going to emphatically say it. We love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more than his family. To them, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is money, money, money. When they see money written over his body. To them, he's an investment to them. They don't care about him. His death would have made more money for them. But his death caused some other people to even die. There are people that gave up. There are some older people that said, oh, you know what? I'm not going to be able to see Biafra anymore. And I can as well die. They died. They had heart attack. Some people ended in hospital. Some people are still depressed as I'm talking to you. Going to hospitals, taking medication. But this family is gallivanting, fighting over money.
And some people are still in prison, DSS custody, being captured. The reason why people are still being captured is because they follow Nnamdi Kanu as their leader.
Exactly. Have you seen any? This family is gallivanting everywhere. Have you seen DSS arrest any of them? They are gallivanting, driving SUVs, giving out our information in exchange for money. But people are dying. Chike Doziem is China Sanwo-Olu denied he is not in Nigeria. China Sanwo-Olu, how many times have you? Who is building your houses for you? China Sanwo-Olu, don't even let me go there. I'm not going to go there right now. It's premature. I'll wait for the right time. Chike Doziem is busy gallivanting. People in his village cited him everywhere. This is a freedom fighter. They have Mazen Nnamdi Kanu under DSS, and the second in command is gallivanting in this with the zoo people. That should tell us what is exactly. That's what we are in, war of Armageddon. That's what is going on. This is one of the worst wars ever because it's a silent war.
So the question, the reason why I asked the other question that time that you said it's not time is because I know since you started exposing all these criminalities, these guys are wise. They are trying to do things. For example, they went on Radio Biafra, started talking about charities. Now you started telling the world that how they have used IPOB money to invest in their own personal things, personal properties and all of that in farmland and businesses. Don't you think that they are going to sell those properties? Don't you think that they're going to sell out those properties in order to cover up this mess when it's time for the recovery? That is the reason why I asked that question.
You know what? Believe me, I keep on saying, all these people are going to die. They're going to die. They are not going to step into the promised land with us. But let's say they sell some of this property, especially even the ones at home. There's track record. We're still going to find out that they sold it when they sold it. So it's still going to be in record. It's still going to be part of our history. Even in the next 200 years, our children will read the story. Get the address of the properties when they sold it. Our story will be complete. Our history will be complete. So it doesn't matter what they do now. It's not even about trying to get that money. That money is already, it's already, you don't even want to touch money like that because it's going to kill them. It's going to die. It's a thing of sacrifice. They stole from God. They stole from the gods of our land. They stole from our ancestors. And our ancestors will ask them for this money. God said he's a God of vengeance. He's going to take vengeance. So it's not even about the money. It's about the sin, the evil that this is bringing upon us. As we continue to have these people in our midst, we're not going to get our freedom. What happened to Achan and his family is supposed to happen to these people. And believe me, spiritually, it's already happening to them. They're going to be removed from our land. They're not going to step into our promised land. They're not going to step into the land of Idu, the land that filled with milk and honey. They are not getting in because Chukwuka Abiyama is in charge. This is autopilot. God is doing what he decides to do. He's going to enter the hearts of men, real men, men of integrity, men with pure hearts, men that are whiter than white and whiter than snow. He's going to use them to bring us where we need to be. He's going to use them to restore his kingdom of heaven and earth. Thank you.
The queen of Idu. When I remember that you were a queen, I don't pity you because I know you are a queen. We have spent almost 2 hours in this conversation, so I don't know how many more minutes you have to continue because the other question I have is going to be a stronger one. It's about Idu. I have had so many people come to me and said, when are we going to go and speak to the elders or the people of Igodomigodo? I mean, telling them about the sins of our forefathers and then making will I say, well, how did they, is it, I don't know, for them asking for forgiveness or something. When are we going to lead elders or people? Because I don't know if we have elders, or do we still have good elders to lead to them? Or are we going to Oba of Palace or where to ask for this forgiveness? You know, many people have been asking me that question, but sometimes I do forget to ask you. Please, can you comment on this? Thank you very much.
Okay, so what I'm going to say, like I said, is there are things that are going on. There are things that cannot be said on air. There are instructions that have been given, and we need to follow those instructions, you know. So these things are what is going on. When the time comes, there are things that need to be done. There's going to be a global, a bigger one, a bigger atonement, a bigger forgiveness. We're hoping that when our leader comes out, that big one will take place. But right now, what we are doing is to do everything possible to even make sure our leader comes out. Everything that we can do to even make sure, to show the gods of the land, our ancestors, to show our God that we are following direction, that we are ready. Once we get whatever we need to get done, for our leader to step out, our greatest priority right now is to have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he's going to take the rest of this assignment on a global level and complete it, and then mount our flag. So right now, even with the people of Igodomigodo, there are things going on. Like I said, there's so much betrayal. That's because of the cost that is upon us. There's so much betrayal. You're going to have a conversation with somebody at night, and in the morning, you're still looking at them to make sure you're still in line with them because you're so suspicious. So that's why everything we are doing is, I don't want to call it a secret. It's like, we can't just discuss it because you don't trust anybody. Imagine having elders, 20 of them, in a car going somewhere. If too many people know, before you know it, the DSS will stop them and get them all arrested or even killed. So that's why it's not out there. But there are things that are going on. There are things in place. We do it as secretively as possible. All we're wanting to do is to follow directions, do the things that are needed to do so that our leader will come out. Basically, we are desperate to do whatever we can to have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. The agenda is to do what we are asked to do to get him out, and then he will take it to the next level, to where it used to be. There's going to be a global atonement. We have prayed for atonement, but there are things that has to be done. You know, these people came and confused us and lied to us. Use the Bible to deceive us. There are things. When you commit a sin, you ask for forgiveness. God will forgive you, but the consequences are still there. You're still going to suffer the consequences. When David sinned, David asked God to forgive him. God forgave David. God loves David. David has favor with God. But look at David's family. The consequences of what he did to somebody else's family also came to his family. His own son was chasing him to kill him. His own son raped his own daughter. His family was in a rage because he sinned against another family. Don't forget that God forgave him. But the consequences, there are consequences for the sins of our ancestors. We have asked for atonement. We've prayed, but there are things, there are actions, there are things that needed to be done. The gods of the land have to be appeased. The spirit of the Lord has to of the land has to be appeased. Our ancestors who we are sinned against have to be appeased, and our elders know how to do these things. In Igbo language, it's called Ikpualu. Ikpualu. Ikpualu is atonement in English language. So that Ikpualu is in progress. And it's being done in the secret because of all the saboteurs, all the betrayers in our midst. Because they
I know
and kill them.
I know these ones are not going to be the same elders so that we ask for political solution. Are they the same elders?
No, these elders are the degree of elders that even got heart attack and died. Some of them are upset because they were so excited about this Biafra. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, when they saw him on TV, one of them, his friend, got a heart attack, ended in the hospital and died. So there are very few of them. That's why we are working with those ones. They are more committed and more dedicated than anybody else. Those are the ones that we are working with. And that's why nobody should know who they are. Because they're going to tell on them, because they don't want our freedom. Before you know, they'll start arresting these men. Some of them are not even in Igbo-speaking area, because in the Igbo, all we do is sell ourselves. Sell, kill, sell, steal. That's what we do. Some of these elders are not even from the Igbo-speaking area. That is even why I even trust them more.
Thank you very much. Hopefully, because I know that the Janjaweed government are listening. These people, they don't keep person, but at the end of the day, we'll win them.
They will find them.
We'll win them. We'll win them. So what I wanted to ask is, because I think these people are so much interested in this conversation right now, because it's going to that aspect where people are so much interested when we talk about the release of our leader, because you always make mention of the release of our leader. That is our leader that is going to come out and raise the flag, which is something so much interesting, and I'm so much happy. In fact, that's the reason why I always bring you here, because you said that our leader is the one that will come and declare our freedom and raise our flag. And then our priority is to make our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, to be released unconditionally. I don't know how much of information you can share, but I think our people would like to know some of the insight, because some of them will keep on, even in the comment section, they say, all this exposition you are doing, all these accusations you are doing, you are not even talking about the release of our leader. How would this release our leader? I just want you to make a comment on this, please. Thank you very much.
I am not going to make a comment about stupid stuff like that. But what I know is what God has shown me, because God cannot lie. And all the things that he has shown has come out in the physical. So what the Lord showed me is that Nnamdi Kanu has our flag in his hand. And Nnamdi Kanu, when he comes out, people will think he's going to start broadcasting on radio. No, that's why God is taking care of all these things. That's why all these evil people among us are being identified to be removed. That's why we are beginning to find out that we are one people, that we are the people of Idu. All of us are one nation. There's not going to be any more, I am Biafra, I am not Biafra. That's one of the things our leader was doing to unite us. We're already united by who we are. So I see our leader come out and raise that flag. I didn't see him broadcasting, running around. I saw him coming out and raising that flag. You know, believe me, write it down somewhere. This is exactly how it's going to happen. Whenever he comes out, he's going to come out and mount that flag, and no forces of darkness will stop it. That's why the whole agenda is to get him out right now. He has our flag in his hand. It's already in his hand. All he needs to do is come out and raise that flag. I don't care if we're going to fight it out. I don't care if they're going to say, oh, okay, you raise it. Oh, okay, there's nothing we can do. But he's going to raise that flag, and we're going to be free people soon. So wow. I don't respond. There are things I don't respond to. I don't owe them any explanation. These are evil people. They're here to distract. I don't care. Call me names. Call me whatever. It doesn't bug me. I was telling my friend a story. He laughed so hard. I told him I was on Twitter, and somebody said, this woman, this Nelly, so I didn't know what Mkurumiri was. So I hung up and I started making phone calls. I said, what is Mkurumiri? What is Mkurumiri? They explained what Mkurumiri was. That's when, before most people knew what Mkurumiri was. I said, oh, okay, is that what Mkurumiri? I went to that person and tweeted back. And I don't, not just Mkurumiri, I also put weed in my Mkurumiri. I add ganja to it. And that's why I'm the way I am. And I told him, I believe my dealer is like really not giving me the good stuff. Can you give me a recommendation of your own dealer? Because I want to start working with your dealer. Because it looks like your dealer is giving you a better stuff. So it's not just Mkurumiri is my problem. I add weed to it. And then the dealer is not a good one. He quickly deleted the post. So I don't care. You come up with she's Mkurumiri. It doesn't bug me. It doesn't have anything to do with the truth. And I don't care if you're lying. The only time anything is going to bug me is when what you're saying is the truth. If it's not the truth, it doesn't bug me at all. Call Mkurumiri. I will tell you that I also add weed to the Mkurumiri. I do ganja on top of the Mkurumiri. It doesn't bug me. It doesn't stop the truth. I'm going to say the truth regardless. Call me crazy, call me. It doesn't bug me at all. The truth has to be said, and I'm going to stick to the truth because only the truth will make us free. That's why it doesn't bug. That's why I don't respond to fools. I don't respond to all this nonsense going on Facebook, on social media. When people send stuff to me, I look at it and I erase it because I have no time. I am razor focused. I'm very strategic. I know what I'm doing. I don't care about side comments, side talks. What I care is about the truth. And when you're tweeting the truth, that's when I come out to address it. Like China Samur was lying. Those are the things I discuss. I don't discuss about all these stupid gossips. I don't have time for all that. It's like bringing myself down to the level of I don't even know how to compare. I don't pay attention, and I don't respond to stuff like that. I respond to tangible things. Even the brokers that evil woman that called herself Mazin Nandikan, I don't even respond to stuff like that. But I needed to let our people know that this family is evil. They never cared about their brother. They were waiting for him to die to start getting condolence visits. They are disappointed. They can't get a job. Those are the things I will say. I won't even respond to all those stupid things they will say. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for gossip. There are more important things to do. One of them is to make sure our leader comes out and raises our flag. And they will never hear. They won't even know who I am anymore. I will change my phone number because I don't even want to have anything to do with all these people. So I'm not going to respond to that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Of course, for me, I know that there are so many fools in this movement, so many rubbish set of people in this movement. That's why when I identify them, I put them in their place already. I just want to remind us, of course, I showed that tweet by our leader already. This was our leader he tweeted this on 20th of July 2020, that our people must stop the consumption of cow meat in Biafra land. Because according to, this is a set of things that we need to do, like the economic sanction, civil disobedience, and all the activities that is lined up, for our freedom, for us to force the government or the people, the religious leaders, the political leaders, for them to do what they are supposed to do if they want. Talking about the sit at home, tomorrow is also Sunday, which is Sunday sit at home, Monday sit at home. I know you have made several comments about this, but we find out that so many people are still being confused, especially when they don't hear it on Radio Biafra. I just want you to hammer on this again about the Sunday sit at home, because I also have a question, people asking me question that I said that my people in the coastal region will not sit at home. Because I said that based on all this betrayal that is going on, that people in the coastal region are in fact are not happy about the situation of where some people they saw the struggle just for nothing. Our leader came and bring us together, and everybody is following our leader, and suddenly they just sell the struggle, and that is a problem to our people. So, if you can talk about all these things and to let our people understand the reason why we sit at home, because we are asking everybody to sit at home, including our brothers and sisters in the coastal region, my brothers in Akwa Ibom and every other place. Please go ahead.
Yes, we're sitting at home because the 5 core states, that's where all this evil is emanating from. I know River State, Ayade or whatever, I used to think he's a good man, but he's an evil man. Once you're in Nigeria, you're being ruled by Lucifer himself. There's a demon in charge of Nigeria. So he even sent his men in conjunction with Dave Umahi to fight our men on ground, to invade our camp. But guess what? They were taught a lesson. So Ayade or whatever he's called, when Dave Umahi asked him to send his men, he already learned he's not going to do it. So for him to even come and bring his men to die for no reason, that's pure stupidity. He brought his khaki men and then he went back empty-handed. So it's not even what is affecting them. That's one of the ones that I've seen betray us, join hand with Dave Umahi. If not, I can tell you that all the other governors in the coastal region, I've not seen any of them send their men to come and attack us. It is the Southeast governors that are doing this. It is Dave Umahi that contracted this man to bring his khaki men to come to try to invade our camp. And we show them that Chukwu Abiyama is on our side, that the gods of our land are on our side, that our ancestors are behind us, that this is our land. We're not going to run. We are not fighting for anybody's land. We're not fighting to conquer anybody. We are fighting to keep what is ours. And that stupid Ayade had to come and start doing that nonsense. If not, I would have told you that even all those governors, they are not the ones perpetuating this evil, except that he joined with Dave Umahi, and his children will pay for it when the time comes. So the 5 core states are where the evil. They are the ones selling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are the ones giving money to family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to fight our freedom. They are the ones paying all these DOS to fight our freedom. They are the ones sending their dead man squad, their Ebubatoro, and they are to come and kill us. We are the ones, the 5 core states, we are the ones that definitely had to sit at home so that these evil governors will hear and see that we've had enough. They are the ones that is killing us. They are the ones that are bringing men. Hope Uzodinma is kidnapping all our men so that the Fulanis will start raping our women and getting them pregnant. So that they will be like Oju Zokalo, the son of a bastard, son of Babangida, to start killing us and possess our land. That is what they want. For the Babangida lookalikes all in our land to sell us and betray us. That's why they're killing all our young men and raping our women. They don't tell you the story of when they invade the house, they take the boy and they rape the girls to plant their seed in our land. We are the ones that need to sit at home. So why are you calling coastal region? How many of their governors are sending people to kill them over there? How many of their governors are giving money to the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to betray our struggle? We are the ones that need to sit at home. We are the ones perpetuating this evil. We are the ones fighting against our freedom. We are the ones that need to sit at home. And then others that can join. They are peaceful. Nobody, their governors didn't bring zoo people to go to their house. Tell me any coastal region where they are kidnapping young men and raping young women. Tell me. When it starts happening, they will also start sitting at home. I'm not saying that they shouldn't sit at home in solidarity. But I'm saying we are the evil perpetuators. We are the evil makers. They are the ones killing us. Our own people are bringing men, these uncircumcised fools, Luciferians, to come and kill us. The sons of Edomites to come and conquer and invade us and kill us. Our own people are bringing them. That's why we are the ones that need to sit at home. And then other people, the coastal region, can join us in solidarity. We are the ones getting killed. If you don't want to go, you better run to the coastal region because they are safe. Their governors have common sense. They are not bringing people to invade them. They are not like stupid Ayade. I don't know what he thought he was doing. I thought he had common sense. Conniving with Dave Umahi.
That one will get his treatment very soon.
Can you believe it?
He said that he's not going to sign the what do they call it? The something bill. The what do they call it? Oh, this is the rubbish bill.
Yeah.
Sorry?
No, keep on saying. I'm trying to.
Yeah, he said he's not going to sign the something bill. I've forgotten the bill that they said that they passed. You know, other people they are signing the bill. He says he's not going to sign it
because he's working with Dave Umahi.
Yes, of course. We know where all these things started when he joined APC.
Yes.
Yes.
And he's now working. Dave Umahi is his body. That's why he will send his men to come and die for nothing. If not, nobody's having problem with all this region, all these coastal areas. But the good thing is that we all know that we are one right now. And we're going to get our freedom as one nation, as free people. We're going to live as free people. Thank you. So, all the same, coastal region, whatever you can do in solidarity, we are one people. We are one nation. We are the people of Idu. We are one. We have to show solidarity. We have to come together and do this. Let us sit at home. Everybody should continue to sit at home Sunday and Monday. And we will also include Friday until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. We all have to do, every person, every Idu nation, every Idu person, every Idu man and woman, every Idu boy and girl should sit at home on Sunday, sit at home on Monday, and then sit at home on Friday if our leader is not released. We have to cut away cow meat. People don't even understand the witchcraft involved in this cow meat. They do rituals with this cow, and they give it to us. It's a part of subjugating us and putting us in bondage. Have you asked yourself question, how come in the market it's only a Fulani man that will kill a cow? It doesn't matter. All the traders are Igbo people, but you cannot kill the cow until a Fulani man comes and shed the blood before you can start to slaughter it. They have to come and you pay them to kill the cow. Have you ever asked yourself questions? Don't we have knives to kill cows? Don't we know how to kill cows? Why does it have to be a Fulani man that will come and kill the cow in the marketplace? What about all the rituals they're doing? How come we eat this meat and we act like fools? And they subjugate us and we sell each other. We betray each other. We point fingers to our brothers and sisters to be kidnapped and killed because they gave us 5,000 naira. Have you ever asked yourself what is in that cow meat? Even in the bushes, when our ESN men come, they will turn and enter into the cow. You will see them, they will enter into the cow and become like cow. You think they're cows. You only know they're humans when you kill the cow. So those are the kinds of rituals they are doing. They know that the cow, go and see their history, their money. They have the cow in one of our currencies. You see the cow eating all our foodstuff. You see the cow as their means of conquering us. There's so much attached to that cow. They love this cow so much because they believe that this cow is what is going to give them our land, our inheritance. They're going to possess our land with this cow. That's why they don't play with this cow. That's why they give us this cow. The more we eat it, we are eating our own inheritance. We are handing ourselves over to them. That's why our leader said we need to stop eating cow. And that's why we need to stop eating cow meat. We're going to sit at home. We're going to stop eating cows. We're going to boycott all boycottables. We're going to stop paying them that VAT because they use the money. They take our money. They use it to hire these people to come and kill us. If we don't give them our money, they will be so broke. We have to make sure we do something that hurts them, that is painful to them. That is what people do to get their freedom. And they use the churches as a tool to conquer us. They kill people. Before they build their churches, they kill people, use their blood to erect their altars. Because that's a tool that the enemy, that's what the British and the Portuguese used to invade us. Church to conquer us. They do all kinds of rituals in those churches. And it's keeping us in bondage. We're in perpetual poverty. That's why we need to sit at home on Sunday so that we can use our head to think. So that these men, I don't want to call them anything. Let me assume they're men of God, whatever they call themselves. So that they can start speaking up. If it doesn't hurt them, they're not going to speak up. Like Hopeless, a man of God, is the one that helped hide him, that helped him escape. Man of God. Why his people are in bondage, in slavery. Why his people are being slaughtered every day. Man of the devil. It's a man of devil. We're going to sit at home on Monday. We're going to sit at home on Sunday. And we're also going to sit at home on Saturday. And we are going to stop eating cows, consuming cow meat. And we will boycott all boycottables until our leader is released and our freedom is granted. We're not going to wait for them to grant us. We're going to take our freedom in our own hands. We're going to take it forcefully because it belongs to us. We are the people of Idu. We are the original people. We are God's initial creation. God has given us this power. Except that we sinned, handed ourselves over, and we were conquered. It's time to regain who we are. It's time to regain our integrity, to regain our freedom, to become the people that God desires us to be. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You have spent 2 hours. I think the question that is remaining just here is the approved account for our ESN. I know we have been saying things about that, but I think we still need to talk about it because since they are still flaunting the Freedom LLC account, which is, we don't know the purpose of that account, but the account that we know is the Umori account, which is the approved account for ESN, and anything that has to do with maybe Mazinam Kanu release some other necessary things. We still want our people to know that the only approved account is the Umeri account and it's still working. Please, what do you know about this? Is the account still active? Please.
And our website is super active. Our Umeri account is so secure. When the time comes, I'm going to release information of who the DOS we are trying to use to steal money. We caught it right away because the bank called us right away. That's how secure our account is. They cannot use people to steal our money. I will present our findings with the names of the people they are using. After they use this guy, that's why they announced that our website was not working, that we need to go to their website. They were trying to divert us to get attention to the new website that they are using to help the criminal elements in Nigeria. They were trying to use the website to make sure that when they go to ICC, they will not be found to be war criminals. They wanted to make sure that all the record of our people that were killed in our original Mazen Nnamdi Kanu account were cleansed and clean. But God is almighty, so they did not succeed. Our website is still intact. Our account, the Umeri account, is still intact. Donate your money to the Umeri account. You can pay directly into an account, or you can go through our IPOBInusa.org website and donate. This account is valid. Nobody can stop it. This is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's authorized account. It is basic common sense. For them to fight this account tells you they are fighting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They are fighting ESN. It tells you who they are working for. Attacking the Umeri account is so, they've made it, in fact, they've exposed themselves to the maximum. You don't need any more exposure. They opened a private liability company. How else is God not telling us and showing us what is happening? Is God going to come down from heaven? And God is showing us the intentions of these evil people. Don't put your money in their LLC account. When you put your money, you're fighting God, and you and your generation will be punished. Your children will receive the consequences of this evil. Because when you're funding their account, the LLC account, you are helping them to fight against ESN. You are helping them to fight against the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You are helping them to fight against the restoration of our nation. And Jehovah Chukwuekike Abiyama will destroy you. If you don't want to be destroyed, don't give them your money. Donate into Umeri account. That is the account that is used for our freedom. That is the account that is used to fund our ESN account. If you donate your money to them, you're going to get the consequences. Nobody's even begging you not to, because the consequences are there. If you want to fight for this freedom, donate into Umeri account. Every statement will be made. Every audit will be published for this account. The account in Germany has not been audited for more than 5 years. Why are you going to put your money? Give your money to a woman who is stealing your money. Ogori Ochoa is a thief. Ogori Ochoa is a Janjaweed thief. Nenayanya is a thief. You need to demand for an audit to that account. We are human beings. We are working hard to contribute this money. And you have to rise up and demand for accountability. Demand for accountability. It's your right and it's your responsibility. She cannot be stealing our money. Not only is she stealing our money, she's keeping us in bondage. Because if we live in this sin, we are not going to get our freedom. The earlier we get rid of all these acres, the earlier we get our freedom. Don't give them your money. Put your money in Umeri account. It's safer for you and your generation to put your money in Umeri account than to put money in their LLC account, because you're bringing condemnation upon yourself. You're bringing the wrath of God upon yourself, because you will not say that you didn't know what you're doing. Because I'm telling you right now, you know what you're doing, and you will suffer the consequences of setting us back. Giving your money to that account is fighting God. This is a battle between light and darkness. You give your money to their LLC account, you are fighting God. And God is a God of vengeance. He's going to be vengeful. He's going to take his vengeance. You're going to get punished. And your punishment will get to your 4th and 5th generation. You put your Umeri account, you are supporting God. You're working in favor of God. You're working to help God, to help us bring the kingdom of heaven on earth. You're working in support of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You're working in support of ESN. And you will be rewarded. Not only are you rewarded, your children, even to the 4th and 5th generation, will be rewarded. It's better you keep your money in your pocket than you bring condemnation upon yourself. Because putting your money in the LLC account is bringing condemnation upon yourself. It's common sense. You've seen it. How can a freedom fighter use a public liability company to collect money? You can't say you don't know, because you know. Please put your money in Umeri account. Stay away from these evil people if you really want our freedom. If you don't want our freedom, you will be destroyed. Because every single hand that has been raised against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be destroyed. Every single hand that has been raised against our nation, the nation of Idu, will be destroyed. You don't want to be a part of that destruction. You don't want to bring that condemnation and destruction upon yourself. Be wise. Put your money in Umeri account. Or what still? Keep it to yourself is better for you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Because, you know, I'm in the media all this while I've been listening. I've never seen the reason why they say people should stop using Umeri account. They only try to say it has been hijacked. and that's their own reason, which does not make sense because the account is still intact. Madam Oyibo has confirmed the account is still intact. You have also confirmed that the account is still intact. And then there's no other reason. But what my focus is, you know, remember when you came on this platform and you exposed the lies. You know, there was this lie that they wanted to use against Mazi Simon Ekpa. Do you notice that lies has all gone down? When they accused Simon Ekpa that he was given $50K for a project, and that where is the money, that he should return the money. Ever since you came and did that exposition, that even Simon Ekpa confirmed that he never received any money from anybody, $50K from anybody, they have refused to come out with a receipt to show the whole world that Mazi Simon Ekpa was giving any money. And all the irats, suddenly all of them just stopped talking about it because they have exposed them, and none of them have come out, including Madam Bridget, including Caroline, to show us the receipt of how the money was shared or sent to anybody, you know, because they said that Mazi Simon Ekpa was giving the money. Then why is it that they are not able to give us the receipt, to show us the receipt of the transfer of the $50K to Simon Ekpa? I don't know if you still have something to say about that.
What I have to say about it is that people were saying, oh, she doesn't even trust Simon Ekpa. There's nothing like trust in this. I'm going to do my investigation. When Caroline took the 20,000 and I asked what it was for, because I didn't see any description, I didn't see any receipt. I asked the treasurer, what is it for? She said she's using it for the big project that our leader assigned her with Simon Ekpa. So I said, okay, so probably Simon got the money and they're working on it. It's my job to call Simon and see transaction of how much was sent to him. All I was trying to see is that to make sure that the money was being used for the project. That's all. I was not suspicious of Simon or Judas is Caroline. All I wanted to see is how the money was spent. It's my job. I'm not doing, you know, it's my job. It's the assignment that our leader gave me. So when I asked him, he said he didn't receive any money. Meanwhile, Caroline was already asking for 30,000. I said, no, we cannot give her 30,000 until we find out what she did with the 20,000 she received initially. I even sent our leader a text message. I said, Caroline has not provided the receipt of the 20,000 that she took. We don't know what she's using that money. This money belongs to ESN. It's not even from the Jews, because she's supposed to be getting this money from so-called Nenayanya with the Jews, the ones they are using to pay their salary. But she's dipping into ESN account, which is something that I was not ready to allow. So I called Simon to find out how much he received. I was not direct with him because I was doing investigations. I found out that he didn't receive any money, according to him. Then the next thing, Madam Bridget did fundraising. And then after I was looking through the documents, Miss Latina, or whatever her name was, the one that was the secretary then, I asked Madam Oyibo, I needed to see, you know, how much, because she was good at giving, you know, submitting her documentations, doing everything. She said she got an award. She forgot that the audit department, in conjunction with the finance department, was the one that gave her that award because she was transparent. And I saw that 30,000 was moved. I asked Madam Oyibo why. She called Madam Bridget. Madam Bridget said it was sent to Germany. I said, when did ESN money start going to Germany? Now, Nayanya is now getting that money on behalf of Caroline. Caroline is the one that asked for 30,000. And we refused to give it from the ESN account. Madam Bridget did fundraising and now claims she sent 30,000 to Germany. I don't know if she knew that Caroline was requesting for 30,000. She may not have known. She may not know what Nayanya is doing with the 30,000.
Madam Bridget said that the 30,000 she sent to Germany was instruction given to by our leader, that our leader instructed her to send the money to Germany. You know, of course, they always say our leader said give the money to Germany.
Our leader said.
But there's no proof that our leader said the money should be given to Germany and everything. But we are not concerned. And she said that it's not our job to ask what are they going to use the money for. But that is what she said, that the money was, our leader instructed that the money should be given to, sent to Germany. But that is not even the major thing. The question was, where is the receipt that Simon Ekpa was giving money? Because they already shared the information on media that Simon Ekpa was giving money. That point, they are making the mistake, they are confusing themselves. The